Hey, it's Styles from Brand Content Studios. Here's your content marketing quickie for the week of July 23rd, 2019. Oh, Instagram, do you love our wonderful branded content or not? What's that you say? You love our branded content, but only if we pay you to love it? There's another profession where you pay for love. Can't seem to recall the name of it right now, but it'll come to me. Late 2017, over 25 million businesses had said, sure, we'll be active on your platform. There's a ton more on there now, and thanks to that pesky physics, more brands means attention and engagement is harder to get. Trust Insight says engagement has dropped from about 1.1% in January to below 0.9% just 6 months later. And mind you, you keep hearing that Instagram is one of the best platforms for brand content engagement these days. If that's the case, ouch. We've been here before, though, haven't we? We saw it from the very same company with the Facebook bait and switch. Brands came aboard, got plenty of organic reach, but then the trap was sprung, and you have to pay to get in front of people who have literally asked to see your content. Facebook then said, hey, in addition to that, we're changing our algorithm because people don't really want to see your content, even though they asked to. But if you pay us, we'll briefly violate our newfound principles of giving users family and friend content. This is the same company. Why did we think Instagram was going to do anything differently? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, brands are just sitting ducks and easy marks. 80% of Instagram users follow a business on Instagram. So it's not them that don't like us. But don't feel bad. It's not just brands being used and abused and seeing engagement driven down. It's influencers, too. The Kardashians might soon have to pay to get their booty photos to you. Writer Andrew Hutchinson suggests you focus on content for your target audience so that you're not worrying so much about getting vast reach. But you've got to reach your target, too. And Facebook and Instagram charge you for targeting. They'll probably send me a bill just for mentioning them now that I think about it. People make judgments about you based on what kind of people you hang out with. When I was in a motorcycle gang and wearing leather chaps, I had a hard time getting small business loans. When I hang out with Atlanta Falcons fans, people assume I don't mind not winning. Well, the same with your ads. Marketing Dive's Barry Levine says Integral Ad Science just put out a report that says where your ad is has a lot to do with how people are going to feel about you. You're saying, duh, Mike, that's nothing new. And it's not. But these guys did biometric research, which tends to underline and further prove what we already thought. You know what biometric research is. They hook people up to electrodes to see what makes their brains light up. Show me pictures of Brussels sprouts, my brain goes dark. Show me a Kit Kat bar, I light right up. Well, they found ads in quality mobile environments were seen with 74% more favorability than those in bad mobile environments. And if the content was what the report called unsavory, people were 3 times less willing to associate with the brands running ads there. Meanwhile, if your ad is surrounded by really good content, the engagement rate is as much as 20% higher, and memorability 30% greater than if it's beside content that's bad. Anyway, brands know this, and it affects how they spend their money. 80% of U.S. marketers will cut spending in brand unsafe environments. 54% will increase spending in brand safe content. The lesson here, make yourself attractive to advertisers by caring about the quality of your content and site. But you might be thinking, well, what exactly constitutes an unsavory site? Well, in terms of content, the report says a third of marketers in the US and UK have made avoiding fake news a priority. That's cool, as long as you have a way of knowing with 100% certainty what is and isn't fake. Other than that, what do you do with sexual content? Or, as Barry points out, what about trailers for ultra-violent movies? It's going to vary. Your brand has to know clearly what neighborhoods it wants to hang out in to convey the image that you want to convey. Did you storm Area 51 this week? I didn't. I ran out of tinfoil for my hat. But there's another area that you should know about. Google's Area 120. It's their in-house incubator. And what they're working on at the moment is, God, I really even hesitate to tell you this. I don't even want to make the words come out of my mouth. They're working on another social media network. Remember Google+? Yeah, that tanked, and it was only shut down a few months ago. But never you mind, because here comes Shoelace, as in the thing you can trip over and hurt yourself. Well, it's not another stab at Google+ and going against Facebook. It's more niche than that. It's about organizing local events and activities and going against just the Facebook Events feature. You tell the app what you're interested in, like Wild Weasel Yoga or whatever the next big trend is, and it will recommend local activities it calls loops. If you're interested in farmers markets, those would be Fruit Loops. Look, you're not going to get quality stuff like that on other content marketing news podcasts. You can organize your own events, and a map lets you see and RSVP to other loops. The Verge's John Porter says, don't get excited. It's invite only right now and only available in New York City. It's the only place where things happen. Lastly, and quickly, a Maripost survey finds consumer-facing small businesses have absolutely no clue who their customer is. Don't know what they do, what they think, why they buy or don't buy, what content they do and don't like to get. But they've bought all kinds of technology tools to act on this total absence of information at scale and get it wrong more efficiently. Amaya Dusain writes that 2/3 of respondents said they have a true single customer view, but you know how many actually did? 4%. Only 37% effectively created an omnichannel customer experience. So why? What's the problem? The top thing that stops them from reaching their customer engagement goals is lack of knowledge and training. Only 20% see their tech providers as strategic partners. They got sold the goods and were left hanging. Ross Paquette is Maripost CEO, and he said, most marketers deal with complicated platforms that slow them down, impede their growth, and are difficult to use. Marketers need a solution that promises quicker time to value and a single view of their customer across all channels. The study also showed that if you don't have an omni-channel experience, or if you have a bad one, that can cost you a 10% decrease in revenue. That's the Content Marketing Quickie for this week. Let us know what you do and don't like about it. Email Styles with an I at brandcontentstudios.com. And subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back next week, unless you really hurt my feelings.